Choi, and I would love to share with you my reflections from 2019 as well as what's to come in 2020 so much. So first, there's like some general themes, right? In 2019, one of the lessons learned was love. Self-love and loving and accepting the anger that I had inside. I have this really funny picture, I don't know if I can find it right now, but of this angry little girl and a big heart drawn around it. That pretty much summarizes the lesson learned of like being with my anger and loving myself anyway when I'm being a jerk with myself or my family or my friends. And then also at the other coin of it, being able to fully self-express. You know, when you love something so much or someone so much, you might, well for me, I suppress it because it's like too much, but like really letting it out. And so I had a really huge breakthrough in sharing myself vulnerably, both privately with my closest friends and family, and also even online through Facebook, and having all my posts and shares try to be as inspirational as possible and worth reading as far as what actually is happening inside and being vulnerable. And so I'm going to continue that thread of love into 2020 with the theme of compassion, inspired by my trip to Nepal and Tibet and India, where I saw really like the worst of humanity, because we visited some like safe houses and acid attack victims, and while seeing like the Taj Mahal and the most beautiful places in the world, and really saw the whole spectrum of life. And so from there, I really learned all the anger and judgment that is so present in my life, and how to bring much more compassion to both the, not just the people who got victimized, but the victimizers, and then also the victimizer myself. I just like, it all, that's the access point really, is whenever I am most hating on myself, that's the moment to love myself. That's the it's easy to love yourself when all is well and you do what you expected, but how about when you totally mess up? AKA like when I missed a flight because there was no really good reason or even excuse I could give. And rather than beat myself up, okay, you made a mistake. And like the actual practice of letting go and forgiving and then moving on is powerful. So anyway, 2020 is the year of compassion and surrender. My gosh, I've been so controlling everything, and how I'm an overachiever, always have been my whole life, but it just, every time I'm trying to do what I used to do that always worked, it's like I'm getting pushback from the universe, like, stop, don't do that, or it's just strange. I've never had this feeling before, and so I don't know if it's because my energy sensitivity is rising, but I'm just getting the signal like, stop, like, let me guide you, God, universe is like, stop. So I'm learning the art of surrendering this year in 2020 as well. Some other big threads was money, right? So I broke the 20,000 month mark twice this year, which was exciting. A couple months behind when I said I would, but nonetheless, that was cool. I started creating consistent income instead of such up and down. I did a good job like for 6 months, and then I didn't do so great in Q4, but that's okay. So yeah, I grossed just about 6 figures in sales, and then while taking 9 weeks off, which is about 2.5 months, and that's just pure vacation, not like business conferences. So however, my lesson learned was it's too much of like work hard till the late nights so you can, play hard and travel all over the world. And it was a little exhausting. So 2020 is going to be a little more even of like, how can I create that energy of peace that I want from vacation, that experience of freedom with no urgent deadlines and responsibilities, taking care of everybody. How can I create that now here in my current lifestyle? Because if I can't figure that out, I can't just keep flying off. To get that, I need to do that day to day. So that's another theme for 2020, is just going within and finding that peace. Okay. The other big thing is spiritually. I was petrified in 2019 to even teach a yoga class. I never had any desire for it. The only reason I did it was to have a community here, because I currently commute each week 2 hours each way to Seattle to do the kind of yoga I want to do, which is this Korean martial arts based yoga. And so I just want to create a community out here so I didn't have to commute so much. And I had like my one student that would come all the time, and then mostly, sometimes there'd be a handful of people, but live stream that. So in May, I got certified at brain management training in Sedona, and then I went and actually did that every week. I taught a class from May through the end of the year. In 2020, I'm not going to be doing it during the day like I was doing. I am still going to do it in the evening time. I might stream it or not. I haven't decided. But that one student I feel I owe, and she was so, she's learned so much, so I want to keep serving her. And through that class, we actually had 100% donations to do my other dream, which is to start a philanthropic goal. So I want to make lots of money because I want to be a model of philanthropy, of what it looks like to give it all back as well. I'll still have a high lifestyle, but I also want to give back. So we started my first scholarship fund through the Kids Up Community Foundation, through the Conscious Business Summit at the end of Q4. So that was like all about donations, and it was so exciting to actually start the fund so that we can give back to the local schools and training the teachers in power brain education, which allows for mindfulness and compassion for the kiddos. And the last thing I wanted to share was spiritually. I really wanted to increase my psychic abilities, my ability to sense energy as a master. And so went to some quantum workshops with my fellow energy healers, learned how to go into fifth dimension. I know that sounds crazy, but I did. And have been bringing all those techniques back. So it's time to give back. We're starting in 2020 an enlightened living group. We already had our first one. It was amazing. And we're all kind of just giving healing sessions to each other and sharing diksha, which is like a type of light that you can exchange that's pure, no matter what you believe. And so that's coming in 2020 as well as a monthly meeting. And then it was just awesome to really start to meet and create a community where we all, when you come together, there's like a special energy that arises to give good in the world. And so that was also possible. So thank you so much to each and every one of you who have contributed to this massive, massive 2019. And cheers to an amazing 2020 for your business. And again, it's all about compassion, surrendering, stopping trying to control so many things, and really finding teams and partners so I can stop doing this alone and create a bigger, massive impact.